11 kilometers to Nairobi, then drive another 30 kilometers to the Meat Commission to learn about killing goats and cattle. Well, over 4,000 heads of cattle and 10,000 goats are already being slaughtered daily in Lagos alone. That is a lot of meat, and when you consider the World Health Organization estimates 200,000 deaths result from diarrhea each year in Nigeria, with 70% of this figure owing to contaminated food and water. That is a lot of meat for concern.
With the population of Lagos, you will see that this is a very critical value chain that must not be overlooked. This is what informed our coming to Kenya. This is also what informed our sitting down together. We had several stakeholders meeting before we came up with the memorandum of understanding, which we now codename Nairobi Declaration. The declaration is about the migration of where we were in Lagos before we came down here, the practices that is to us not the best of practices. We now want to move to the best of practices in that value chain.
We know that Lagos produces a lot of agricultural products, and we want to teach how that they can get involved in having a better hygienic product for the Lagosians.
Established in 1950, the Kenya Meat Commission enjoys a reputation for the high standards of hygiene it maintains in the preparation, processing, and packaging of its products. We are the Kenya Meat Commission here in Nairobi, and we know all over the world meat remains a staple of many diets, and that is why a lot of care goes into the preparation, processing and packaging. The reason why the Lagos State government brought butchers and animal dealers to learn about that care.
Our slaughter process is very elaborate. We observe extremely high hygiene levels in our slaughter. We work with a team of trained staff or operatives, which includes the flayers and the butchers and all the people that are involved in the line.
We have our facilities on ground. We only plead with the government to reactivate some of the ones that are already dilapidated and put them in place. We intend to start putting it into practice, whatever we have seen here.
The same process also applies in Botswana. Hygiene remains top on the agenda.
We are going to bring about capacity building, continuous capacity building. Training and retraining will continue. We are going to commit a lot of stakeholders to what they are already agreed to. So before the end of this year, 2013, we will dislodge all the illegal slaughter slabs in Lagos State.
So butchers and cow dealers have been trained and have seen all the processes that goes on in this abattoir. If we are indeed what we eat, then our health must depend to a large extent on the health of the food we consume. And Lagos State has decided to take this beyond lip service. From Nairobi, Kenya, Ihochi Ikechukwu, Channels Television News.
Is to eat in better meat, Charles. Hopefully. Well, when we come back after the break on News Track, we'll be talking business. In Naira falls flat at 159 Naira 95 kobo to the dollar on the interbank market.
And on the foreign scene, Russian authorities confirm a suicide bomb attack on a bus in Volgograd.
To join us again.
Many factors define your health. Some you can control, while others are simply beyond you. On Health News, we highlight all these factors and through medical experts provide information that will help you take informed decisions on healthy living, nutrition, and keeping fit. Get incisive health policy analysis. Health News, promoting good health.
Welcome to Business News. Expected dollar inflows from energy firms to the money market did not positively affect the Naira at the interbank forex market. The local currency traded flat and closed at 159 Naira 95 kobo to the dollar, the same level it closed on Friday. A unit of L'Oreal, Dutch Shell and Nigerian natural liquefied gas companies sold an undisclosed amount of dollars to some lenders, but the impact was subdued by demand.
Our dealers anticipate additional dollar flows from some oil companies this week, and they also expect the Naira to trade within the present band of 159 Naira 8 kobo and 160 Naira 2 kobo to the greenback. Our investors at the Treasury bills markets are expected to be paid more than 202 billion Naira as the bills mature this week. Data from the Financial Markets Dealers Association says that the bills will mature on the open market operations and primary market auction window. On the OMO platform, bills worth 108 billion Naira will mature, while over 94 billion Naira will mature at the primary market window. Analysts expect interbank lending rates to ease as the financial system will be flooded with liquidity. Meanwhile, transactions in foreign portfolio investments at the Nigerian Stock Exchange grew by 15.4% to 52.3% by the end of August. That's according to a statement from the Nigerian Stock Exchange. Latest figures from the exchange shows that the FPI outflow, which includes sales transactions or liquidation of portfolio investments through the stock market, dropped from 40.96 billion to 31.12 billion Naira. But the FPI inflow rose from 20.5 to 39.76 billion Naira. Domestic transactions, on the other hand, reduced by 15.4% from 63.1% for the period under review to 47.7%. Look at those figures now from this floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange. The key indicators today ended in South Territory as the all-share index shed 0.20% to finish at 37,267.96 points, with the market cap of 11.87 trillion Naira. Food giant Nestle was the day's heaviest loser as investors chopped off 30 Naira from the equity. It closed at 1,010 Naira. Others who got the cold shoulder include beverage stock Guinness Nigeria, MRS Oil Nigeria and Champion Brewers. Monday's top three price appreciators are Cornwell, Cadbury Nigeria and PZ Cussons. For the first trading day of the week, Zenith Bank was the most actively traded stock, churning out over 60.52 million units. It's followed by Transnational Corporation of Nigeria and Guarantee Trust Bank. And when the closing bell rang, 295.69 million shares had been exchanged in 5,921 deals for 3.91 billion Naira.
On the foreign scene, Russian officials have confirmed that an explosion that killed at least 5 people on a bus in the southern Russian city of Volgograd was caused by a bomb. They suspect that a female suicide bomber who was the partner of an Islamist militant carried out the attack. The blast also injured more than 20 people, and some of which were critically wounded.
The North Caucasus to the south has seen many attacks by Islamist militants in recent years. As a result of the ongoing violence in Russia, the President Vladimir Putin has stepped up security in the North Caucasus ahead of the 2014 Winter Olympics, which opened in the Black Sea resort city of Sochi on February 7th.
And in Pakistan, things are also far from rosy, as at least 7 people have been killed after a bomb hit a passenger train in the Pakistani province of Balochistan. It's unclear if the bomb was placed on the tracks or on board the train, which was traveling from Rawalpindi to Quetta, the main city in Balochistan. The blast hit the train as it was traveling through the Notal area in the Nazirabad district. However, no group has claimed responsibility. This isn't new as Balochistan sees frequent